Not yet.
All right, who else new joined in? The Hunters here. That's good. Yeah, well, there's still 4 or 5 minutes. And this is a critical one. Let me just share with you. I'm looking for like Amanda. She'll show up.
I'm here.
There you are. Hey, I'm going to a concert coming up.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I'm going to go to a concert.
No concerts anytime soon.
I said I am.
Oh, where are you going?
Majestic to the Fab Five.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun. That's where we went and saw Steve Trevino. He's a comedian. It was pretty good.
Good for you. Was your seating okay?
Yeah, it was pretty. It was good.
You were what? Where were you? Can't hear you, Amanda. Where were you in the theater?
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. I don't remember what seats, but in the somewhere in the middle. So not super close, but not far. It was in the middle. I think the
Are they
mezzanine.
all? Are they pretty good seats? Usually, all of them.
I mean, you're pretty close to people,
I
so
see.
you're pretty close
Okay.
to people, but it was still enjoyable.
All right. Well, let me just share with you guys in a little bit in advance. You will learn something tonight about solving problems using matrix systems. Now, I'm going to teach you the modern way to do them. In the old days, you had to use old methods to do it. Plus, you had to use no calculator and or Kramer's rule. So we still have to teach Kramer's rule, but we're using the calculator. It's just too hard. And without understanding it, it's going to be, without someone teaching it, it's pretty tough. Monica, you here?
Here.
Good for you. Excuse me. Are you doing okay, Monica?
Bless you. And yes, I'm doing fine.
Thank you. All right. So it's bewitching hour now. I'm going to go to the book. If anybody else comes in, maybe Amanda, you can give me a heads up or someone. All right. So can you all see the book now?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for saying so. All right. So if you want to mute it, that'd be good. Now, here is how to solve a matrix problem. Notice you have an X, Y, and Z. It's much more challenging to solve a matrix system than it is to solve just an X, Y system. But when we put these into our calculator using matrix systems with the calculator, it's much easier. So look, here they're trying to solve this. Now, here's what technically they're doing. If I give you the problem 3x equals 18, you can solve this by dividing 3, but in a matrix system, you would solve this by multiplying by the reciprocal. In matrix systems, you can only solve by using reciprocal. Now, that's the first part of the learning process on these. Now the next part. They are doing this all mechanically in front of you. It's an old time method, but look at this. I'm going to show you how to solve these matrix systems with your calculator and not go through all this other stuff. I think this is solvable. Let's see if it is. I think so. So let's look at this. If you look at example 1, what I'm about to tell you is very, very important. In example 1, you have to build a matrix system. Now, the matrix system is built by the leading coefficients. So if you look at the solution here, you'll see there's 0 x's, 2 y's, a -1 z equals 7. There are two matrices. The first matrix is the equation side matrix. The equation matrix on this is a 0, a 2, a -1, a 1, a 2, and a 1, and then 2, -3, and 2. Now the solution matrix is 7, 17, and -1. Now I'm going to write this so you can understand it more, because what I'm saying is important, and yet I'm sure I'm not making sense yet. At least I wouldn't be to me. So I shared with you the first matrix was 0, 2, -1, 1, 2, 1, 2, -3, 2. And the other matrix is the solution matrix. The left one there is the equation matrix, was 7, 17, and -1. Now, this is a matrix. We're going to call this matrix, build it like this, we're going to call this A. We're going to call this matrix B. This matrix is a 3 by 3. It has 3 rows and 3 columns. This matrix is a 3 by 1. It has 3 rows and 1 column. Now, before I proceed further, there should be some, do you have any questions about this? Anyone so far?
No.
So you guys see how I built the matrix? I took the numbers in front of the X, Y's, and Z's. Now, I'm going to put this in my calculator. I'm going to suspend this. I'm going to go to my calculator. You should do the same. We're going to go to, turn this on, math, correction. We're going to go to, let me stop that. We're going to go to second, matrix systems. You all see that where I got it? I took second, matrix systems is this blue thing right here. You have to be able to do this. So if you don't do it now, it's going to be painful. Anybody good? Everybody's good? Now,
Yes.
I'm going to thank you for saying this. At least I know you're hearing this. So I'm going to build this into my computer. So I'm going to arrow the top over to edit. Now, if you see, I have edit and number 1's lit up. I'm going to hit enter. Now, that gives me the matrix that I want. It's A. But our matrix is a 3 by 3. So I'm going to hit 3, enter, and then 3, enter. And it builds the matrix. Now I'm going to load this matrix. 0's already there, so I'm going to hit enter, enter. Then I'm going to put 2, enter. -1, that's down here, -1, enter. Then 1, 2, 1, 1, enter, 2, enter, 1, enter. And the next line is 2, enter, -3, enter, and 2, enter. Now this matrix is done, so I'm going to do second, quit. Now I'm going to go back and show you where this matrix is. So I'm going to hit second, and right there is matrix. It's above this. Notice my A is lit up with 3 by 3. Now we got to put in the B. The only way we can put in the B is to arrow over to edit. And then this time, instead of doing 1, we're going to drop down to B, 2. Now it says we're going to edit B. Does everybody see what's going on here? Any question how to get there so far? Anyone?
I'm good.
Did somebody new just join?
Yeah, it was Vanessa, I think.
And
Okay,
Rosio,
good.
I'm here.
And who else?
Rosio.
Rosio, where were you?
I've had a rough few days, so I was sleepy. Sorry.
Okay. Have you seen how to get to where I'm at so far?
Yes, I've been here. I watched you work it out through the calculator and separate them.
Okay, now here I'm going to hit edit B. Remember, I moved it over to edit and I dropped it down to B, and I'm going to hit enter, and B is going to come up. And B is not a 1 by 1, it's a 3 by 1. It's 3 rows. So hit 3, enter, 1 column. And so you can see the lines up just with what we have. I'm going to put in 7 first, then 17, and then -1. Now this is loaded. Now we have an A matrix and we have a B matrix. What I'm about to show you is just really unbelievable. So, I mean, it is in terms of mathematical problems. So if you look at what we have the A matrix identified on your left and the B matrix identified on your right. I shared with you, in order to solve this problem, we're going to view it like this. I said we're going to look at like 3x equals 18. And I said we got to multiply the left-hand side by the reciprocal, which is 1 over 3. And whatever you do to the left, you got to do the right. And you'll get then x equals 16. Now, what we have to do in this particular situation is we got to take the inverse of A and multiply it by B, and we'll get the solution of what the x is, the y is, and the z. That solves this equation. Now, think about it. We're trying to determine the solution for this particular problem. What does that mean? It means that we have 3 lines as identified in A with an X, a Y, and a Z. Now, the 3 lines have 3 possibilities. They can be parallel, they can intersect, or they all can be the same line. We're looking for this one right here to see if there's a solution where they all have one solution. So to do this, we're going to follow this guidance right here. Just like we did up here. We're going to take the inverse of A and multiply it by B, and boom, we should be done. Now watch. Let's go back to our calculator. The miraculous part about this is that we have an inverse button right below math. It's x to the -1. So if we take the inverse of A, multiply by B, we'll have the solution for that complicated matrix problem, which would take normally about 45 minutes to do manually. certainly 30 minutes. Now on the test, they're going to give you 5 of them. I mean, a 5-level problem, which would not possible to do unless you have a calculator by most thinking. I used to teach it without the calculator, and I said to the dean, not one, maybe only one student could get it. I said, we're wasting time. And I said, the reason why we only have one student do it is because they don't have enough time to waste on it. And I got in trouble because I said the word waste. And anyway, we went to calculators later on. So look, here we go. We're going to do second matrix. We don't need to edit it, so we can simply hit A, enter. But we want the inverse of it, so we're going to hit the button. There it is. And we're going to multiply it by B, just like the 3x times 18. We're going to take the 18 and multiply it by the inverse. So here's our inverse.
Dr. Witt, can you go back to
Where?
go back to where you did the inverse? I didn't catch that one.
Okay, let's just clear it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go to the matrix first. There's my A matrix, right? I'm going to hit enter. There it is. There's A. Then here's the inverse button. Boom. Then I'll multiply it by second matrix, the B. Have to slide down. I don't need to edit it, so I can just hit B. Now, I have the inverse times B, and I'm going to get the answer. The answer is 453. That means the X is 4, the Y is 5, and the Z is 3. This is just, I mean, what you've done is like a half hour's work in just a few minutes. So let's take a look at the book. Let's see if they give the solution even. I don't even think they give you the solution. I just think they're trying to teach you how to do it the long way here. Let's see if there's a solution. No, there's no solution here given. They're still showing you how to do it the long way. So let me go to the number 2. Now, in this particular problem, they're again telling you, teaching you how to do this the long way. So here they go through the process, further the process, and I guess they get a solution here. Let's see. 2154, I don't know. Let's do this one. Let's see what the next one looks like. See if there's a solution. Yeah, let's do this one. We'll do this one from scratch. We won't do any of their stuff. We're going to do it the way, so the way I'm teaching using your calculator. So we're going to have here in example 3, 2 matrices. We're going to have a matrix A. And what is the matrix A? Does anybody know what that is? Can anybody give me some help on it? First of all, it's a 3 by 3.
The 3?
Can somebody give. So give me the numbers for it. Somebody.
Was it 3?
Yes. What else?
1 and 2.
Yep. Next line.
1, 1, 2. 1,
And
3,
what's the next? Exactly. Who said that?
Marissa.
Marissa, that is exactly right. So that's our A matrix. Can somebody give me my B matrix and tell me what that is?
31, 19, 25.
But what kind of matrix is it though? The first one's a 3 by 3. What's this one?
Oh.
Buddy?
3 by 1.
3 by 1 is correct. It has 3 rows and 1 column. Now let's load it. I appreciate anybody trying to talk. I commend you. Now I'm going to erase this one because this one's already done. We're going to start over. So we said the matrix for this new system, first of all, we said it was a 3 by 3. We're going to call it A again. Goes inside our little bars here. The first row that we said was 3, 1, 2. Next is 1, 1, 2. Next one's 1, 3, 2. By the way, I'll share with you guys that this is critical stuff. I don't know what happened. Let me start over. This thing messed up. They were back to normal. Well, kind of. Let me do it over anyway. This is critical stuff because you're going to have to do this for the test. And there's not just one, there's a lot of problems related to it. So you have 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3, 2. Our B matrix is a 3-row, 1 column. It is 31, 19, and 25. Now we're going to load this in our calculator. Now we're trying to find out the solution. So we're going to take the A matrix, which you see there, the inverse of it, known as -1, multiply it by our B matrix for our solution for our X, our Y, and our Z. So let's put in our A, then put in our B, and multiply it just as you see here. So we're going to go back to our calculator. I just fell asleep. We're going to go to our matrix system. So we're going to go, I'll clear this out first. We're going to go to second matrix. I'm going to edit the A. I'm going to redo the A. So I can't just stay there. I have to move this thing over to edit. So I'm going to arrow over to edit. It's already on A, so I'm going to hit enter. So I'm in the edit mode. It's a 3 by 3, so I'm going to hit enter, enter. It's still the same thing there. The first row was 3, 1, 2. So I have 3, enter, 1, enter, and 2, enter. The next row is 1, 1, 2. 1's already there, so I can hit enter twice. And I'll put 1 in, and then a 2 here. And the last row is 1, 3, 2. So I put in 1, enter, 3, enter, 2, enter. Now that matrix is in, it's done. I can do second quit. And if I wanted to go back to see it, I could just go second matrix system. If I want to look at it, I got to go over to edit and hit enter. And there it is again. And I can verify it, make sure everything's right in case something doesn't come out right. Second quit. Now I've got to go to my matrix systems and edit the B. So I'm going to arrow over to edit, drop down to B. Enter. It's a 3 by 1, so I can hit enter, enter. It's already there. But my numbers here have changed. This is going to be 31. Enter. 19. Type it, hit enter. And the last one's 25. Enter. So I'm going to do second quit. Now, in order to solve this, if there's a solution, remember what we're trying to do here is this. We have 3 different lines. And we're trying to see if these 3 lines, whatever they are, if they have a solution where the numbers will fit and answer them all. We're looking for this dot right here. Now, so to do that, we're going to go back to our calculator. We're going to call up our A matrix. We do not need to edit, so we can just hit enter. Boom. We can hit the inverse button. That's that button right here, right below matrix. And just like the 3x equals 18, we're going to multiply this by our B matrix. So we're going to multiply it, go back up to our matrix system, drop it down to B. We know it's right. Hit enter, hit enter again. And you get the answer 635. Now, I don't know if that's what the book has, but let's take a look. Go all the way to the end. See if they have it. It's still going. They're working it the hard way. Oh, they do. Here's your 6. Your y is 3. And the z was on the previous page. We can see the solution right here. Z is 5, y is 3, x is 6. 635. Let me share with you. If you did this the way the book shows you, it will take you 45 minutes or so or an hour. Now, notice it gets more complicated. This is to make sure that you understand how to do this. This is a 45-minute problem. Let's see if this one has a solution. See if we can do this one, or if we want to try it. Let's see. It sure does. So we're going to do this one and reinforce this because this is really important. Oh, sorry. Now, if you look at this problem, can anybody tell? There's two matrices you're looking at here under 4, an A matrix and a B matrix. The A matrix, what is the A matrix? Can you tell me what the dimensions are?
Two, 1, 3, 1.
That's the numbers they're in, but what is the dimension of it?
4 by 4.
It's a 4 by 4. That's right. And the first person gave it. Can you continue with the second line?
4 by 1.
No, you need to list the
1,
dimensions.
1, 2, 2. Oh, 1, -1, 2, -2.
That's right. And what about the third line?
1, -1, -1, 1.
That's right. And the last?
-1, 2, -2, -1.
Okay, now that's your A matrix. Now, what dimension is your solution matrix? It is. And can someone give me those numbers? Okay, so now we're going to load these. So we've identified these. We know there's a solution, but let me share with you. If you want to just hurt your brain for a while, try to do this problem the way they show you. Try to do all that like that and understand it. Let me assure you, you will never do that again. Now let's go to, if you know how to use the calculator. So now we're going to go to the calculator. So we're going to go to matrix again. I'm going to get out of this. Second, hit the matrix button. You can see. I'm going to call this one A. We're going to practice. So I have to change it and edit. So I'm going to move it over to edit. I'm going to hit enter because it's on A. Now I can rewrite over this matrix and change it. The dimension is incorrect. So I'm going to make it 4 by 4. Hit 4, enter, and 4, enter. Boom. Now, the first line, I think I have it memorized. We have 2, enter, 1, enter, 3, and then -1 is down here. It didn't work. Let's go to second matrix again. Clear. We got to go to edit. Enter, enter. We said 2, enter, 1, enter. That's correct. 1, enter. This should have been a 3. That's the error. and then -1. There's that, boom. Second line is 1, -1. No, back up. -1, enter. Then 2, you can hit twice because it's already there. And then -2. So I think that line's correct. And the neat part is you can see it in front of you. If it's incorrect, you can tell. The next line is 1. I think that's correct. -1. Another -1. And then a 1. And then the last line is -1, 2, -2, and then -1. Now this matrix is loaded. If we do second quit and go back to our matrix systems to look at it, as you can see, it's a 4x4. Now we got to go and load the B. So we're going to go over to edit. It's on edit, but we don't want to edit the A, so we have to drop it down to B. We're going to hit that one, enter. We said this is a 4x1, so we hit 4, enter. And automatically the dimensions change. I think the first number is 6, enter. -1, I think, and then -4. And does anybody remember what the last number was? It was -7, I think. So we have the matrix loaded. Now, in order to solve this problem, we have to take, now this is not same problem. We have to take the A, inverse of it, multiply it times the B, and we'll get our X. Well, in this case, it would be W, X, Y, and Z. All right. Now let's go and do it. So we're going to go back to our calculator. There's nothing to do at this time. We're simply going to go to our matrix system, hit enter for A. We want to do the inverse of it, boom, and multiply it times our B. So we got to go back to second matrix system, drop down to B, hit enter. Now we have the inverse of A multiplying B. For our solution, we hit enter. And you get the answer, -2,143. Let's see if that's the solution. Back to our book. So -2,143, you can see that's in the solution, W, X, Y, and Z. Now, we're not going to use any of this Josh Jordan elimination because it just takes too long. Even though this is a shortened one, a longer one makes it much harder. Now, we have not spent a lot of time on this, but I want to do one more of these just to reinforce it. And then that will be it for tonight. So is everybody okay with that? But I need help.
Yes.
I want participation.
Yes.
So I'm going to have an A matrix. And of course, I'm going to have a B matrix. That's what we've been doing. And I tell you what we'll do. We'll call this a C matrix and a D matrix. We'll just change it up. Nothing's different. We just load it in different spots. So our C matrix is going to be the equation side of the matrix. Can somebody tell me what kind of matrix that is? What are the dimensions?
3 by 3.
It is a 3 by 3. Can somebody give me the lines for it?
3 1 2
Okay, keep going.
1 1 2 1 3 2.
Exactly. Now, the D matrix. Can somebody give me the dimensions on that?
3 by 1.
That's right. And somebody else give me the numbers for that matrix. Somebody out there, because we want to get through.
Is it 31, 19, 25?
Perfect. Now, I'm going to go to the calculator and we're going to load these. And remember, when we load them, we're hoping to get the answer at the very end of 6, 3, and 5, which you can see here. 6 is our X, 3 is our Y, and Z is our 5. So, going back to the calculator. There it is. I'm going to go to second matrix. We said we're going to make C the 4 by 4 this time. So I'm going to go over to edit. I'm going to drop it down to C in case I want to leave the other ones there. I'm going to hit enter. We were talking about this, and this is a 3 by 3 matrix. And it lights up 3 by 3 just like it's supposed to. We said, I think the first one was 3, 1, 2. The next line, I think someone said 1, 1, 2. And the last line was 1, 3, 2. So if you wrote it down, you could at this point check it, make sure it's right. And it is. So we're going to do a second quit. We're going to clear that out. That was our. Now we're going to go back to our matrix systems and we're going to load in our next matrix, which will be D. So we have to go over to edit. We want to slide it down to D. So arrow down to D. I'm going to hit enter. And we know that this is going to be a 3 by 1. So we hit 3. 1's already there. I can hit enter, enter. It pops up. We said this is 31. I believe that's correct for the first number. Then 19. I think that's right. And the last number I believe is 25. Second quit. Now, how do I get my solution, anyone? Somebody tell me, how do I get the solution? What do I need to do? The first thing I want to do is what? Where do I want to go to?
Go back to the matrix.
Go back to the calculator, right?
Yes. Second matrix.
There we go. Second matrix. Now what?
You click this, you go to C, enter.
Okay, we're going to go down to C, enter. Now what do we have to do? Somebody else chime in. What do we do next?
Do you do the inverse and then times?
Okay, so we're going to do the inverse. That's this button right here. And we're going to do times. And we're going to multiply it by.
D.
So we got to go to second, back to matrix. We're going to arrow down to D. By the way, I could simply press 4 and it would come up. And I'll do that just so you can see. So there's your D. And now what do we do? Do we hit alpha solve or quit or what?
Enter.
Boom. And there are your answers. 6, 3, 5. The first one's your X, 3, and 5. That concludes tonight. Let me say that this was a very, very critical class. If you don't understand tonight's class, the next couple of them are going to be no good. There just won't be. So let me go to those folks that maybe still are here, or give credit for those that are not, or some that are not here. Let's see. Did Sharon make it in? No. How about Ryan Klosh? Ryan? Ryan has never missed one. How about no Alexa, my bowling person? My brick lady's here. Alma Garcia, are you here? Nope. The Gillises are not, but they're coming online. Jordan? Jordan. Monica's here. How about Lillian Holmes Hancock? Nope. Reba Colson? Nope. Emma Leverett? Not here. Indira? No Indira. Gabriel Mulvaney? No Gabriel. Amanda's here. Edith's here. Dylan's here. Vincencio. Vincencio. How about Joshua Trejo? No Joshua. Holly never misses. Holly, are you there? No. And everyone else I have accounted for. Are there any questions of me? Please go back and look at this stuff because it's really important. And again, I prepared myself. I decked up. I put my tie on, but we're going to get out a little early tonight because it's Happy Halloween, but we had to cover this. So we'll see you guys when next?
Wednesday.
All right. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you all. Thank you, Hunter, for doing that. See you guys later.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you.